Hey guys, I'm here today to do another tag video. I'm going to do the Reader's Confessions tag. I think this has been around BookTube for quite a while, but I only discovered it, I think it was yesterday when I was just putting tags in to see if anything like this had been done. So yeah, I'm going to do this. So question number 1, have you ever damaged your own book? Yes. I was reading Labyrinth, I think, is it by Kate Moss? I think that's how you say it. And I had a glass of Ribena on the floor, the book at the side of it, and stood up, and Ribena explosion all over this pretty paperback book. I'd managed to increase the size of the book by about 10 times and dye all the pages pink. Not my finest hour. Have you ever damaged a borrowed book? Oh, if I say this, it's going to make people never lend me books. I have learnt my lesson though. I did damage a library book by reading in the bath, and I don't know whether I was falling asleep or just trying to move around. I don't know what I did, but I dropped it in the bath. And it ended up about this big, and I tried everything. I blow dried the pages, I tried to iron them, squash them in between books. It didn't work. It didn't. There was just not good. But I've learnt my lesson. So I only read my own books in the bath. So if you've thinking about lending me a book, please don't panic. I won't do it again. How long does it take you to read a book? This, it averages depending on what I'm doing that week or how my children are behaving. I can sometimes read a book in a day. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 days. I can average roughly, I think on a good week I can read 4 books. So yeah, you do the maths. Books that you haven't finished. Ooh. What haven't I finished? Now, I did remember one when I wrote these questions out, and now it's gone and left me. Oh, the Beautiful Creatures series, the second book. First book really enjoyed. The second book absolutely drove me insane. I couldn't. I think I got to about a quarter of the way in. I think I got over 100 pages, and it wasn't grabbing me at all. So I did give up with that, and I am currently halfway through the second Game of Thrones book, where I've been for a year, because it's just baffling my brain. I'm like up to date with the series, but I really want to read that book. But I think that I was reading it alongside some other books, and then I got carried away with the other books and I forgot to pick it up, and I am still halfway through that. I need to rectify that pretty soon, I think, because I really enjoyed book 1. Hyped popular books that you didn't enjoy. Ooh, a little bit controversial. I didn't really enjoy I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. I did this as a buddy read with my close friend Andy, and at the time when we was reading it, we was messaging each other to try and spur each other on to read a little bit more, doing little reading sprints. We both found this book incredibly difficult to get through, because we just found that we had read better books in a similar sort of vein than this book. It was a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? It was a little bit dragged out for us. It could have been, there were parts and elements in the book that both of us as readers, we didn't feel needed to be in there. It just seemed to go off on a tangent and then come back. We both understood that this is a character building and how they want to perceive the main character in the book, but for us it just seemed like it could be a shorter book. Terry Hayes, it is Terry, isn't it? He did explain in the back of the book why it was so long, but still, neither of us felt that it needed to be that length, and it was like, I think the last part of the book we really enjoyed, and we really had a sprint of reading of that because you literally couldn't put it down. But I think we both felt like, oh, every time we picked it up. Classics you didn't enjoy. I can't really answer this because I've only ever read, I've read a modern classic, which is Animal Farm, and I have only read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It was really bad. I'd really like to read more classics this year though. Classic literature is on my birthday list. My birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I have put aside some money to be able to buy some cloth-bound classics and some Persephone books, so hopefully I'll rectify that this year. Books you bought for the intellectualness of it all. I don't really. I haven't. I don't buy books like, I won't just buy a book because I think that it looks clever or that I will be clever by reading it. I just don't. So I don't do that. Any books you haven't given back? No. The only time that I've not given books back is when somebody's had a book clear out and they've sent the books to me and said that I could keep them. Anything that I usually borrow, I give back because I know how annoying it is if you lend a book out and you don't get it back. I'm quite possessive of my books. So that's it. That's the tag done. I am going to tag some people. I don't usually do this, but I am going to tag some people. So I am going to tag Kirsty on books because she's lovely. I'm going to tag Mercedes at Mercedes Bookish Musings because she is just awesome and so supportive. I'm gonna, who can I tag? Jen Campbell, maybe this could be one that you do, Jen, and Jean at Jean's Bookish Thoughts. So if you've done this tag before, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll go and check it out. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.